Hello everybody, how you doing today? How was last class? I'm sure it was pretty easy, and today we're gonna continue with part 2 of the vocabulary list. So we already worked with the first 10, and now we're gonna work with the next 10 vocabulary words. Okay? So remember that this unit title is Dining Out. So are you ready to know and to learn a little bit more about dining out? Okay, so let's jump into the different vocabulary words that we have now. Now we have lunchroom. Okay, so as the name say, lunchroom is a place where you go to have lunch, like the cafeteria in the school. So let's read that example. I'm going to the lunchroom. Are you coming? So that's something that you will hear on a school. So between friends, you're gonna say, "Hey, let's go to the lunchroom. Are you coming?" Or yes or no, blah blah. So lunchroom is the place where you go and have lunch. On the next vocabulary word we have bistro, and it's this can be a little bit tricky because bistro it's basically a restaurant, but the difference is that a bistro offers normally pizza and fancy meat cuts. So a bistro, if you have ever visited Pampas in Tijuana, that's an example of a bistro because they offer great cut, great meat cuts and pizza. Okay, so keep that in mind. Bistro offers meat and pizza. On the next vocabulary word, we have drive-through. I suppose that all of us knows what's a drive-through. Basically, there are some fast food restaurant that doesn't that offers this option where you can order your food without entering to the establishment. So now let's read out the example. Car likes to use the drive-through because it's faster. As you can see right here, I didn't use the full word drive through because you're gonna see a lot in the United States. You're gonna see a lot of this THRU. You're gonna see a lot of this in the United States. Instead of writing the whole through, they only write THRU through. Okay, so keep that in mind. And remember, is where you buy your when you buy your food on your car. Next, we have snack bar. Snack bar basically, well, as the name says, is a place where you buy snacks. And a great example of this is when you go to the movie theater, when you go to Cinepolis, and you buy when you buy your popcorn, your soda, your candies, you buy them on the snack bar of the movie theater. Okay, so let's read out the example. There's a snack bar inside of the movies because a lot of movies has a snack bar. Now we have coffee house. I'm sure that the name explains itself. Coffee house basically is a place where you go and buy coffee, like Starbucks or the Volada. So let's read the example. I go to the coffee house every morning before work. Well, yes, I do because I love coffee and I need coffee in order to work properly. On the next sentence, we have grocery store, and no es una tienda de groserías. Grocery store is basically a store like Walmart, like Soriana, where you can go and buy your grocery. You can go and buy your vegetables, your fruit, your the soap, the soda. You can buy everything you want on the grocery store. That's why grocery store it's like Walmart or Soriana or something like this. As you can see on this image, we have a bear inside of the grocery store, and the sentence is there's a bear in the grocery store. I forgot to put the apostrophe here, but yes. So grocery store basically is Walmart. Now we have frying pan. Let's read that example first. Rapunzel hit her head with a frying pan. As we can see right here, Rapunzel is using a frying pan, and a frying pan is basically an object that you use to cook. It's where you cook your eggs, where you cook the hot cakes. So a frying pan, it's this object right here, and it's normally reduced to only pan. If you go to the United States, you're not gonna be hearing people saying frying pan. They're gonna only say pan. I'm gonna cook the eggs on the pan. Oh, can you pass me the pan? Because frying pan is a little bit longer, and American people sometimes are lazy, so they only say pan. Next, we have the food court. I suppose that all of you knows what's a food court. We have a lot of food courts here in Tijuana, in Macroplaza, Plaza Rio. A food court is a place where a lot of different restaurants are located, and you can go and buy them. And well, the good thing about food courts is that there's a lot of options. So let's read the example. I love food courts. There are a lot of different options. Yeah, so you can have the Buffalo Wild Wing, and next to that you can have maybe a sushi place, and maybe next a pizza place. So you can buy basically whatever food you want in on a food court. Refreshment, and now refreshment is not refrescos. Refreshment are tiny bites, tiny pieces of food. As we can see right here on the picture, we have a slice of pepperoni, cheese, strawberries, small pieces of food that you serve on a party normally. So they serve a lot of food as refreshments. So this food that you can see here, those are refreshments. And last word of today, we have food stand. And well, as you can see on the picture, food stand is basically a place where you can buy food on the street, like this one right here. So it's a small place. This is basically just a small building, and you can go and buy something. In this case, we can buy gourmet dogs. I think that this one is in San Francisco, if I'm correct. But well, a food stand is basically a place where you can go and buy buy food on the street. So here in Mexico, we have a lot of food stands. If you go to, I forgot the name, Plaza Las Brisas, I think it is, there are like 5 food stands on the street. And actually, tacos here in Mexico, we can say that they are food stands because they normally are on a car, on a cart, and not on a building. So remember, food stand is basically food you can buy on the street. Okay, so now that we finish, and now that we know all the 20 vocabulary words, we're gonna jump into Nearpod. I think we haven't used Nearpod, but no, I haven't used them with you. But it's a pretty fun activity, and you're gonna be practicing all the vocabulary words. Okay, so just click on the link to go to Nearpod, and you can use it in your phone or in your tablet. If you use it in your phone, be sure to download the app, please, because that way it's gonna work a lot more better. So let's jump into Nearpod and practice all these new vocabulary words. So good luck, and think.